till maybe one or two other folks show up. So, good morning. Maybe I'm gonna do a triple combo today. Intentions. It's okay if you're distracted, I don't mind. Intentions and what was something fun you did this weekend? That's probably enough time, but I kind of was going to ask favorite food too, because I'm really curious. So I'll go first. My intentions for this meeting is to look at the Zenhub board together, see how everybody's going with their projects that they've taken on, and if there's any support needed. And then this weekend, we drove out into nature and went and sat. It's beautiful here in the Pacific Northwest. We just sat out on this rock on the ocean and saw sea lions and eagles and had a fire by the water. And there were actually stars because the clouds cleared. So that was really beautiful. And my favorite food since I was a kid, I'm weird, and I always really loved salad. Like if I went to the pizza place, I'd be like excited about the salad bar. I wouldn't eat any pizza. So that's me. I will pass to Septimus.
Hello guys, my intention for the call, I wanted to bring up the video we're trying to make, and I wanted to say I am up to try to coordinate everyone and edit the video, and yeah, some good ideas would be nice. And for the something fun I did this weekend, it's not fun, but I feel so nice because I for first time reached 20 pull-ups on the bar in a row, and yeah, I reached it and I was, wow, I did it. and and the last question was my favorite food. I don't know the name in English, but maybe Santi can help. Lentejas. It's
lentils, right?
Yeah, those lentils.
Lentils.
Yeah,
lentils.
Lentils from the mom. Yeah, delicious. And I'll pass it to Libby.
Hey everyone. My weekend was very cozy in the house and going for some small walks around here. I'm in the woods, so it's very pretty. And I'm feeling like every day a little bit more sick. I'm kind of destroyed today, but my favorite food since I was a kid, I'm also weird, and it was okra, and it's still okra. I love it so much. And I'll pass to Jake.
Oh, hi everybody. My weekend. Well, I actually liked the Sunday sesh. That was fun. I also found out that I could probably get home soon, so I think I'm gonna be able to see the kids for Christmas and surprise them. So that's pretty awesome. Other than that, oh yeah, hey dude, that's awesome. Most people can't do 20 pull-ups, so you feel really good about yourself. Food. Oh god, how do you pick a favorite food? Food is good. Food. I've been eating steak since I was a little kid, and I probably I love a big steak and potatoes. I don't think there's anything better. I'm gonna pass it to Tamara.
Hey, my intentions are to enjoy the conversation of this group and the energy of this group, and to find out what's going on in TE-Coms and see where I can help, if anywhere. My something fun I did this weekend, I'll choose two things. One is really sitting down with the Elinor Ostrom book, which is no easy feat. It's not quite 20 of these, but it's close. And, carving out time for that is kind of takes me time to do, because I really need to concentrate on it when I read it. So I really enjoyed that I carved out some special time for myself to do that. And then anything I do with my kids on the weekend is just fun. Watching movies, playing games, doing homework. It's all fun. And then my favorite food is something that I only would say I've been introduced to maybe in the last 10 years. And it's shakshuka. It's like the tomato deliciousness with eggs and paprika, and it's just amazing, amazing. And I will pass to Craig.
Oh no, Craig, we can't hear you. Do you want to refresh and try to come back? Okay, I guess we'll pass to Dan for now, and then Craig try and refresh.
Oh, I had my son. Yeah, I forget sometimes when I get to the office. Anyway, so intentions. Now I need my other glasses. Intentions, food, and weekend. Wow. Intentions. I tiny small call with the guy that's the guy that's leading community for consensus build network, and I was thinking like maybe we can tap into that to get the proposals for the TEC. So I'm having another call with him later on. So just wanted to get an idea on what is the best things that I can send them. Weekend, I had a date. That was nice. Actually, I had 2 dates.
Nice, dude.
Food. I had no idea. So much good food. But I very much enjoy cooking with my mom. So either she's cooking or I'm cooking, and we eat together. So that's nice. Basically that. Manu, you just arrived. So go. Okay. Can you talk now?
I can talk. Can you hear me?
So yeah, just updating Manu and Qin. Welcome to the meeting. This is the communications working group for the Token Engineering Commons. And Manu, if you missed the question, and Qin, we do a round at the beginning of the meetings. So we're talking about our intentions for the meeting. That's okay if you're new. And then we are talking about what maybe something we liked about our weekend, and then our favorite food. So we're gonna let Manu go, and then Qin, you can take us home and be the last one to go.
Sure. So my intentions, as always, try to help wherever I can. Try to provide value wherever I can as well. The weekend was really, really good. I'm actually really tired. Didn't sleep much. We were launching the product. We launched 5 pandemics. It's live and super exciting. We got a brand ambassador, which is a Grammy Award winner. I'm sure that you guys know of this group. It's called the Baja Men. The guys that sing "Who Let the Dogs Out." They are one of the first brand ambassadors for 5 pandemics. They are connecting us with a couple of big artists, and yeah, I'm super excited, really, really excited, because in Q1 we're gonna be launching this DAO, and yeah, I'm pumped. I'm really, really pumped. And yeah, what else? What was the other question? Food.
Favorite food.
Yeah, so I really love one Venezuelan dish which is called carne en vara, and it's basically like meat on a stick, and they just cook it like for hours, like for 7-8 hours, and they put like beer on it, and they put like salt, and it's amazing. It's really, really good. And yeah, you eat it with your hand, and you eat like all these different ingredients, everything with your hand. And it's actually very, very weird for Latin Americans. Like, we don't usually eat with our hands, but yeah, that food is sick. I really recommend you. Once everything is good in Venezuela, I will invite you to my farm to have this food at some point. And I pass it to
Qin is the only person who hasn't gone.
Kevin.
Mm-hmm. What am I supposed to say?
Oh no, we're having trouble hearing you. Do you want to refresh?
Can you hear me now, or
try refreshing?
I can
Sometimes that works.
I'm on mobile?
Okay, it's me that needs to.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna try leaving. And
No, we can hear you, Kewen. We can hear you. Hey, well, I didn't go. I'm gonna jump in. So my weekend was pretty chill. Motorcycle broke down, and so I got to try to fix it. That was fun. And after getting covered in fuel, I was like, I spent most of the weekend in the bath. And I think I had calls with many of you actually from the bath. It was really fun. And I also watched this Pepe documentary. That was hilarious.
Which one?
The guy who made the Pepe meme, he was not trying to be like a racist degen gambler guy. He was just like a normal stonehead artist. And they had a whole documentary about the Pepe meme. It was really funny.
Where did you find that?
I'll send a link in the comms channel. But yeah, I watched that. It was also my date with Lorelei. We watched that together, but like on different continents. So I'll pass it to Kewen.
What about the food?
Oh, food. Oh yeah, thank you. And intentions. So I do have one intention. I want to get Manu's narrative back going, or I hope that we can like really nail the narrative down for comms. I just want to throw that. That was actually from Livia. Livia and I were chatting about it. And so that's one intention. And as far as food, my mom's lasagna. I just can't. There's nothing that compares. Nothing.
Sorry. I just really. I have a thing to say. I literally thought that you were gonna say "Mom spaghetti" because it's a big meme. So you can continue now if you want.
Well, what's your favorite food, Kewen?
Well, actually, almost anything we have in Sweden. We have one of the dishes that we eat like before summer. It's called surströmming. I gotta explain. So surströmming, it's basically fish that you basically store in like a big can or something, and it's not rotten or anything. It's completely fine. You can eat it, but it's basically made in a way that the smell is really bad. However, it's really tasty if you basically learn to accept the smell. Yeah, and it's great.
What is it again?
Surströmming. SURSTROMMING. Yeah.
Swedish.
I think it's exclusive. Yes, it's mainly exclusive to Sweden, and I think Norway and Finland as well. Anyway, my intentions on this server, first of all, what is this even about? Like, is this about something IT related or?
Yeah, so this is token engineering. I'll send you some articles and we can get you caught up. For now, this is the communications meeting. So we're talking about the work that we want to do in the communications group. But token engineering, it's a new field studying crypto economics. So I'll send you some articles that explain what we're doing here. So you're welcome to stay in the meeting and listen in. And we have a community call tomorrow where you might get more updates. But
I'm gonna mute and now because I don't want to get accidentally banned or anything. So I'm gonna mute my mic now because it apparently picks up a lot of background sounds and stuff.
Okay.
And if you are wondering, I'm 18 years old, even though I sound like a little bitch. Sorry, it's just that people have been complaining a lot about my voice, and yeah.
That's okay. You're totally welcome here, and we'd love to share with you what we're doing. So I'll send you some articles, but you're welcome to stay and listen. And yeah, we all usually mute if we're not talking. I mean, mute if we're not talking, just because of the background noise. So thank you, and we won't boot anybody from the server unless they're doing something rude. So
I'm not gonna do anything stupid or anything. So and yes, I know
that's okay. You're most welcome, and I'll send you some articles so you can read more about what we're doing here. So yeah, we had one more person join. Absolutely. We had Durgadas join for a second, but he left again, so we'll see if he comes back. But thank you, everybody. That was really fun. Appreciate you sharing, and always a fun little round to hear. Oh, there's Durgadas. Hey, Durgadas, we were just sharing our intentions for the meeting, something fun we did over the weekend, and our favorite food. You're the last one. And Tonga didn't go, actually. We want to quickly go. And Santi didn't go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, yeah, we'll try to up here. And so I guess, Santi, do you want to go? You looked really excited to share.
Okay, I'm happy to be in the meeting as every week and listen the latest news from comms and try to help if I can. Concerning food, I love the fideuà, which is sort of like a paella but with pasta, and I also have a funny, not for the weekend, but Zeptimus reminded me I hate lentils. And when I was a kid, one of the days my mom and I wouldn't eat them at all. And she got so pissed. She said, "You're not getting up from the table until you finish them." That was lunchtime. And I was there until 6 o'clock in the afternoon until she finally said, "You get out of my face." So I could get away without eating them.
That's discipline for you.
I'll pass it to who's missing.
Durgadas and
Ty, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I haven't been able to tell you what I've done in the weekend. So what I've done is basically I've been hearing a lot of I've been hearing on the news about some new COVID vaccine, and now I think it was yesterday or something. They basically a 90-year-old woman in Britain, the Great Britain, I should say, actually got vaccinated for it, and it's all over the fucking news now. So that's all.
Okay, thanks for sharing. We're gonna try to wrap it up here since we're going pretty over on time, but let's, if we can hear from Tonga, and then we'll start and Durgadas if you can, and then we'll start the meeting.
Hello, everyone. This weekend, for something different, I went shooting with a friend on Saturday, and on Sunday we were working with Griff the whole very long session. It was really fun, and intentions for this call. Nothing in particular. Like, if I see stuff I can say that can help, I will. But I just like to hang out with you. Also, it's fun. And my favorite food is avocado. So every time I can, I eat avocado. And I'll pass it to Durgadas.
Hi, I actually took 2 days off, did almost nothing computer related. So that was like the first time in 3 months, I think. And then my favorite food is probably this gluten-free pizza my wife makes, and she made it for me this weekend. And we're gluten-free vegan pizza eaters, and my intention, as always, is just to learn from you guys and hang out and see what I can contribute to the comms.
All right, what a round marathon, maybe. Shout out to Okra and Septimus. I'm gonna give you praise for doing 20 push-ups. I don't even think I ever did one in my life. That's pretty spectacular. So now let's talk about comms. What's going on? I am going to just go over a few things and share screen and try to jump into the Zenhub. Let's see. I had spent quite a bit of time on calls last week that took over, so I wasn't able to get as much done as I had hoped. And then also I was working a lot on Common Stack, actually, and Gitcoin grants. We have a lot going on with Gitcoin grants right now, so we've been that's kind of prioritized over everything else. But let's see. So yeah, I guess the first thing I'm going to mention is I had an awesome design meeting with Marco last week, and we're trying to come to like a final branding, which has kind of been blocking the website. It's been blocking, like, we want to have brand consistency so we can have everything the same on the website, and changing the logos and everything. So we had a fun meeting, my favorite meeting of the week, and we kind of started playing with this. And then I sent him this because we were talking about this, like, kind of adding some stuff to it. So anyway, that's just a little preview of our brains and what's going on there. But hopefully that will allow us to finish the website once we have another meeting this week. So hopefully we can come to a final decision on what we want the branding to look like so that we can finish the website. Let's see, the focus of the week, which I'm going to start doing because I think that's really helpful with everything going on, is the forum and also proposal submissions. So a big part of the work right now is supporting the onboarding group. So I'm going to put that there too. So yeah, Eduardo and I have a work session today to finish up the forum, and a few people, thank you to Livy and Santi and Craig for helping with that project to basically go. Here, I'll show you. If you haven't seen, it's a little funky right now because it's like not finished and it's there, but we're working on this welcome to TEC section, which should help with the onboarding for projects to submit proposals, which is our main priority right now. So we're just trying to make this section like kind of fun with emojis and have these different topics here, like everything you need to know in one place. What's the TEC, how to join, start getting tokens, become a hatcher, submit a proposal, and then a glossary, which was a nice suggestion by Durgadas. He also has joined some of the working sessions, so thank you for that. So we're going to try to finish up this section by the end of the week. Would be awesome if we can do it to show for the meeting tomorrow, but we'll see. We're going to try. And then let's see. Yeah, another big work right now is the process for proposal submission. I have onboarded 1 or 2 groups, and I'm starting to do more of like outreach on that. So I think we'll be discussing that on Wednesday. Tomorrow we have the onboarding meeting. I think let me double check the calendar. We have the onboarding meeting tomorrow. So yeah, talking about who wants to take on reaching out to different groups to onboard them and to help them in the proposal submission process, so we can start to get an idea of who would like to submit. Jeff's reaching out to IGZO. Thanks, Griff, for suggesting that, and I'm going to follow up with them. Yeah, tomorrow is same time as now, the onboarding meeting. Let's see. And yeah, I'd like to also just align with everybody on what they've been doing so far. So hopefully we can do that in the meeting tomorrow. And Dan, awesome that you're thinking about reaching out in the consensus network. I think that's a great idea. There's still some content that we need to work on. But oh, I know. I wanted to hear an update. Jake, if you want to share about how things are going for the params, and Griff maybe as well, because you guys are kind of pushing that and working together. Do you want to take 3 to 5 minutes and share what's going on for params and what you could need in support from this group, or what things you're kind of coming up against? Or
well, we have another call set up for tomorrow, a further discussion about what we've already done as far as the dandelion and conviction voting, and we would really appreciate turnout for that. We're going to do another 3 to 5 minute round robin, basically just going over everything again, just like we did the last time, and keep the flow going. And then that way I can turn about and go ahead and have another weekend sesh, hopefully, if that works for people, or at the end of the week, something that we can at least line up. And then we can further get into not only understanding these different parameters of the dandelion, but we need to move into the conviction voting, because we have a whole other set we need to set in for that. And then just kind of keep on rolling with it. And if we can knock that out, then we can get right into ABC. We can get right in. Once we have the conviction voting and then the bonding curve, and we actually have all of it up on the form, we can actually start the demo, and we can have a full rehearsal, and then we're really knocking it out, because then we can line up the full spec. I mean, and that's it. And then we're way ahead. and especially where they are coming up with the common stack and how much they've turned that from Spawn It and everybody's contributions. Marco's, I mean, it looks gorgeous. And I just sat in a meeting this morning, and they are really close. So we're like right there. We really are right there. So it'd be awesome to just keep rolling. That's where I'm at. And if anybody, comms, come to the meeting and then help spread the word about going to the forum. Yeah, anybody we can get to the forum to contribute, and then mostly too, even if it's opinions, put them in the replies. Just get dialogue. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Griff?
Zeptimus, you've been doing all these awesome timestamps lately, and I am very impressed. Love them.
Thank you. I mean, we're doing it as a team, but yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, I guess Sean's in on it, and
and Evie too.
Yeah. So for the Dandelion and the Hatch TEC params calls, those timestamps will be huge, because it'd be really nice to get those links in the forum posts so people can passively just be shouted at about what these parameters are. So that'll be cool. Just like exactly what Jake said. First, we get the forum posts up. So the forum posts are effectively a reference material for all the parameters. So anyone can go, what is that parameter? And then once we have the full Hatch rehearsal done, we'll create a full spec for that rehearsal that will describe what happened there on the tech side. And then the dream is that we will start doing some, I talked with Sean about doing some very basic CAD models, not like agent-centric models, but just like, hey, if you have these parameters, this is what conviction voting will do. And so that'll be the next step after all of the roadmap that Jake said. And then people will start being able to propose parameters, and we'll vote on them, and then we'll launch.
And Santi, it'd be cool if that diaphragm you and Sim worked on could continue to mature along with that.
There's a couple of things that already Sam mentioned. One is the split. Where do we want to put with the split between both the reserve pool and the funding pool? And the other was if we decide we're going to let people redeem after during the voting proposal period or not. And if we do, if we let them keep 100% of the funds, or we already take part of the funds, since we already have a split the reserve pool and the funding pool, the funding pool. So there's 2 or 3 parameters that are not absolutely defined yet, but not many more than those.
Okay, Zeptimus, did you want to say something else, or any other feedback?
I want to add something on the timestamp that Griff just say. Do you want them like they are right now on the YouTube video? Because I mean, what I did was like just put the like very short brief, but I could also see like if you want to get that more structure, I can just cut the video like one parameter, and upload as a single video, like short one. Okay.
It would be cool, but at the same time, in some ways, it's nice to some person accidentally watches the whole thing.
Okay.
And if you want to get really fancy, you could link to the corresponding forum post, but don't kill yourself to do that. But that would be cool, just so people can hear the discussion from the video and then link to the forum post. Okay. Well, yeah, just 2 things on the parameters. I'm going to share screen once again. I just wanted to show these amazing graphics that Jake's been making. I think these are really cool. He's been making like this call. So yeah, the call he mentioned tomorrow at 8 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. CET, so an hour before this time tomorrow will be the params call. And so yeah, he's been making these really awesome Giphy graphics. Super cool, Jake. I'm loving these. So we can work to maybe do some fun stuff. And then also I'm gonna commit and say that I think also I should be tweeting. I need to make some tweets about the params and also linking to like the YouTube videos and forum posts. So I'm gonna do that this week. We have like a Twitter work session every Friday where we schedule all the tweets. We try to schedule like a tweet a day, and then during the week I do a few. So I'll try to put up a tweet maybe I could just do it today real fast. Put up a tweet for the params, or maybe Jake, I could ask you to help me write a few tweets if you're up for it.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. Absolutely.
Awesome. That would be super helpful if we can get some tweets written. Maybe just write like 5 of them, and then I can schedule them for different times. But yeah, I want to promote. Do a little more.
That's great, and that's awesome because anything I do probably needs review.
That's all good. No, it's super helpful though. Like if you do, like, you know, you could do the first version and then we can work on it together. Okay, great. That's really fantastic progress. And thanks again, Jake. You're kicking ass. Thanks for taking that on. Let's see, Gitcoin grants. So yeah, I should probably mention that. Let me just share. We sent a message from the Common Stack yesterday, but it would be awesome to get some promotion in the TEC. Let me just remember for a second where I just shared that. So last night, Chris and I, thanks Chris, worked on the Gitcoin grants, and Chris made a cart. So we've got the TEC Gitcoin grant that we would like to promote. Let's see. So we have, I can share these in the comms channel. We have a huge cart and a basket with all of our ecosystem grants. So like Pictosis, Tanner, a lot of people from our community, from the Common Stack community that submitted to the conviction voting. We have I shared that article with you guys from Medium that Griff wrote about the Common Stack conviction voting, that you can submit grants. So I've onboarded a few projects to that, and we made this huge cart. So like if people want to donate, and 1 DAI goes a really long way because there's quadratic matching from, there's like $1 million that Gitcoin has this round. So even 1 DAI, if you have 1 DAI or 2 DAI, it actually becomes a lot more. And we have the Panvala matching grant and the Panvala League, and that gets crazy matching. Yeah,
if you mix, sorry, as an example, if you mix yellow and blue, it becomes green. Oh, well, I fucked that up.
It's okay. If you want to wait till I'm finished, and then if you have a comment on the Gitcoin grants, then you can jump in if you have a particular comment. We're talking about donations for because our communities are nonprofit and they're open source. So we made this Gitcoin cart, and it's got all of the ecosystem grants. And then I'm going to go in and take one more edit on our token engineering commons. So we need to do a little bit of send outs on this. So let's see, is anybody up for helping to promote the Gitcoin grants?
Is this the server Gitcoin grants, or what? Like, I don't think you're supposed to promote other servers because it's apparently against the rules. And I actually have.
It's not a Discord server. It's a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Gitcoin Grant, so it's raising money for all of our open source projects. So anyway, that's something going on. I'll move to the next point.
The action step there for sure. At the very least, please retweet all of our Gitcoin stuff.
Yeah,
see if we can get 10 retweets at least.
Yeah, we need to retweet and then share in channels. Chris and I did a work session last night for the Common Stack side, so now we have to do the TEC distribution side. So yeah, I'll just ask everybody once we tweet to retweet and share around. And if you have a few minutes, it's super easy. Even if you can give a couple of DAI would be awesome. And the TEC grant money, we're all going to be voting. The community will vote on where that money goes. And likely we will want to send it to the funding pool, the community funding pool. But yeah, we'll hold a vote to figure out where that goes officially. The next item, go ahead.
Can I say a couple things really quick?
Absolutely.
If you can, I posted a link in the comms channel. Donate with PAN. Every PAN that you donate will be matched 100%. by Panvala. So you get the Gitcoin matching and the Panvala matching. So if you have DAI set aside for Gitcoin grants, just go to Uniswap. I set a link right there that will turn your Ether or DAI into Pan, and then use that to donate. And especially to anything that says Panvala League. If you donate Pan to anything that says Panvala League in the title, it's like 20x matching, something ridiculous. So $100 turns into $2,000. So don't be shy. The other big thing here is that Gitcoin grants, like for the TE Commons, it's not really about raising money. It's more about getting people conscious awareness. It's very much a discovery tool for a lot of people in Ethereum. So it does help a lot for like the onboarding crew and just creating a culture of like, oh yeah, there's this really cool project happening in TE Commons. So there you go.
Can I jump in?
You had something? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I'm very new to Gitcoin Grant, and maybe other people are as well. I can see how I would connect to donate DAI. How would I do that to donate Pan? Sorry, could you walk me through that, Jess? I don't know if it's not worth doing it now afterwards.
Yeah, honestly, I had no idea what Griff said. It was just sounded like Greek to me. So he literally not one term in there I knew how to do anything with.
1 second, Griff, if I can ask you, it's Pan to any of the grants or just the Panvala League grant? That's what I wasn't sure on. Just Panvala League or any of the grants? Okay.
With Panvala League grants, you get crazy matching. Any grant, you get double matching. So it's just instead of using DAI or Ether to donate, it's a different token. It's a donation token with this group called Panvala. And I sent a Uniswap link, which is the easiest way, where you can just, if you have MetaMask, you can just turn the Ether that's in your MetaMask into Pan tokens, and then use those to donate because they just get way more matching. You get all the benefits of Gitcoin matching, and if you use the Pan token, that currency, to donate, then you also get the extra matching. And it's just like when you go to donate, you can select the drop down which token you want to use, and you just pick Pan. And one Pan is like 6 cents right now, so you can use that when you're doing that.
You can also come to the book club and maybe win 1,000 Pan.
There you go. So yeah, Pan, if you look in the Medium article, and when I do the post share, there's a really cool 4-minute video from Neuron, who started Panvala, explaining if you want to know how it works, if you don't care how it works, and you just want to get the extra matching for us, then in the Medium article that Griff wrote, you can get Pan on Uniswap. So you basically have to go to Uniswap, DAI for Pan, and then you can donate in Pan. So yeah, I need to do a little explainer post, because I sent it out on the common sec side, but I haven't really sent it out on the TEC side yet. So definitely something to share. And yeah, if you haven't done it before, it's kind of like what? And Pan, it's one extra step, but it's really worth it because we get the double matching. So yeah, and Tamara, of course, if you have a question, just ping me or Griff. Awesome. Okay, so Gitcoin is a huge thing. Like I said, common sec side, we need to catch up on the TEC side. And then the Discord update for, I don't know, Chris, are we having another Discord working session this week? Basically last week, Santi and Chris and Durgadas and a few of us, Livia, met to look at the Discord and talk about all the work that's needed there. And I created a huge GitHub issue for that. But Chris, is there another work session this week, or I guess what is the next step for us to move closer to launching that?
Yeah, sorry, I just I went on mute and I disconnected. We can certainly have another Discord work session. I hadn't planned one this week, but if folks are interested, we can certainly plan another one. And actually go through some of the drafts, kind of there's a few different things that we could do in the work session, basically. I'm open to having a working meeting if people are interested, but we don't have to. I'm also working on it async. So
Yeah, I'm down for it.
awesome.
I have
The issue now to see what's needed. This is probably the better way.
hang on.
Oh, I guess, Chris, what I wanted to meet with you about is to do, if you can share that document with me with the categories and channel design.
Oh, yep.
If you can share that doc with me. Okay, great. Because I remember now that we wanted to, yeah, if you can send me that doc, then I can hack on it a bit. We could have a small work session, and then I wanted to pass that around as well. Once we get a little deeper into it, I want to do like a first pass and then pass it around to everybody for feedback, because it would be great to hear some more opinions about how we want to set up the channels. And yeah, so the task, if you're curious, is number 167 for setting up the new Discord. It's actually quite a lot, because we have the comms part of it, which is like the kind of symbology or the channels, how we want to set that up. The onboarding, which Chris has been working on, like designing the onboarding, and then the tech and kind of back end side, like spam blocking, figuring out the boosting stuff. And then there's a huge project on the rewards implementation with Santi and Mateo have been working on, and like the bots. So yeah, I'd say this is a kind of a huge project. So a working session would be great, Chris, if you can coordinate that and we can focus on one particular topic. I think the comms and channels we can do async. The onboarding is kind of something you've been working on. So let us know when you're ready for feedback. The tech part, it's like spam blocking. I think that's async, but the rewards, maybe have another meeting. Santi, did you have some thoughts around planning another work session specifically for rewards, or?
Well, I was discussing that with Livia before the meeting. I think it'd be good once we can show the results of the testing we'll be doing with SourceGrid to maybe have another session with anyone interested on discussing different ways of rewarding. It doesn't have to be only Dispraise and SourceGrid. Any idea is welcome, and we can discuss whatever adds to better distribute the rewards to the community. I think we should at least consider it in the future.
Okay, that sounds great. So you're kind of waiting on the test results before we take any further steps?
Yeah, I mean, SourceGrid, it's doing its own way, and once we can present results, we will. But I think one specific call to, or at least in one of the calls to discuss that topic would be interesting, because there's people who's still a little confused about SourceGrid. How is it going to work? Is it going to take the place of praising, dispraising, or not? Or, so it'd be good to make them understand how SourceGrid works and how the parameters can be configured. But also, I think we should keep using dispraise.
Okay, and yeah, I do think a meeting is
we can,
needed.
because it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and
products under product.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think my proposal was to have discuss the topic of giving praise with any option that anyone can have it in their mind besides SourceGrid.
Okay, great. Yeah, and I think we had said, I don't know, Livy, we were thinking about talking about that in the SoftGov, like how to continue the praise system and what that could look like.
Yeah, that was in the agenda today for Santi wanted to bring that point up, and the future of what's going to happen there. We just need to wait a little bit on the progress of SourceGrid, and then we can have a session to work on the parameters together.
Okay, awesome. So for the sake of this task, I just added a few notes about like what we can do async and what needs a work session. Okay, cool. So did anybody else have anything on the topic of the new TEC Discord? Okay. So we can move on, but yeah, that's how I kind of broke it up in the.
I think you might have muted Kewen. He's been trying to say something for a while. And
yeah, he messaged me about COVID. Hold on a second.
type in if we all could vote, is it possible that we could use this money to like try to for like researching COVID-19 vaccine or something? Like that would probably a good cause, but there's more other important stuff in the world than just trying to stop COVID. So that was a dumb question. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I want to give you some context that this is actually a working call. So we have a bunch of people doing a bunch of work for a very specific project. So actually, it would be kind of nice if you could just maybe listen for the next like 2 or 3 calls that you join, and then let us make sure that we can coordinate all of our efforts. And then once you feel like you have a good understanding of what we're actually trying to do, because it's pretty wild and difficult to understand, then I'd love it if you could engage. But for now, actually, man, you're actually hurting the process of this meeting. So we need to be able to get some work done. Sorry, Jess.
That's okay. I'll send some follow-up links, QN. But yeah, we just have 10 minutes and we have a lot to do. So yeah, if you can just hang back and listen for now, and then I'll send you links and you can ask me some questions going forward. Okay.
I'm a bit interested in source code. If I can join you, Santi, to take a look at least.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it is too.
I can update you guys later on. We have a meeting. Today there's self-governance, and then there's the book. But maybe tomorrow we can have a show meeting, and I can update you on how it works and what we're doing, and you're more than welcome to help.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Discord, it's kind of a huge beast. So we'll keep just chipping away at it and do what we can async. And then when we need these discussions that are larger, like how are we going to continue the praise system, then we can find a meeting or group discussion about that. So the next topic is onboarding video. I have not started it, but it's getting to be higher on the priority list and really important. So Septimus, I definitely am really excited to chat to you about that and appreciate your offer to help us to get people involved. And with the editing, that would be really fantastic. I was going to ask for your help on one other thing with the editing, so I'll follow up with you after this meeting. And then the last big working thing I had on my list is Sean had shared with me that he's not able to do, because he's developing so much on the TEC lab front for us and the pre-CAD/CAD education, which is really important. He doesn't really have the bandwidth and he'd rather focus on the TEC lab. So he was helping with the YouTube, with the timestamps and note-taking with Zeptimus. So we're looking for somebody to volunteer to take over that position, and maybe we could ask one of our newer members, because it's kind of good for onboarding because it's sitting in the meetings and note taking. Septimus, did you have anything you want to add? Sean just came to me and said he would rather focus on TEC Lab, so he was hoping somebody could take that on. Do you have any more you wanted to share about actually what that involves, so we can offer it in case somebody wants to take that on?
Yeah, normally what we're doing is we just, when not on the course, we both take notes, then we combine them on a document we have together, and then we start to synchronize. And like, for example, like for John don't have the timing, because I see the time right now here, but then we coordinate. I focus more on the coordination thing, and he focus more on the wording thing because he spells better than me. So yeah, that's what we do.
Does anybody have interest or bandwidth to help us with the YouTube note-taking, or do you think, Septimus, that it's okay if we ask Ivy, or do you think we need a third person?
I guess it's, I mean, I can do it with Ivy if YGG cannot. I mean, if someone come and help, that's better. The more, the better. But
if you share, where are you taking these notes?
I can share it after because right now if I go, then it's going to show emails and stuff. Yeah, and then I have to edit a lot of stuff. So
it would be interesting to just share if it's a Google Doc or something.
Yeah, it's a Google Doc. Yeah.
And then I would be down. Sometimes I see a timestamp that I'm like, oh, that was good.
Okay.
We could crowdsource timestamps too.
Okay. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. So I don't know if that's right now at the moment, but I was thinking like what you told me, Griff, about making that transparency working group, and I was thinking that stuff can go in there, so people can join and help, and it would be seen who is contributing, and that would be great.
Which working group? Sorry.
Transparency, but actually I wanted to bring it tomorrow on the stewards meeting and. Have some feedback of everyone, like what we should find on that working group, and and if we should have calls, or maybe it can be async, or just want some feedback. But I'll let you continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay. No, you're not interrupting. Thank you so much. Like, without you, we wouldn't be able to have. I don't know. I've been blown away by the YouTube. Like every time I go there, I'm like, oh my God, it's so organized and it's amazing. So yeah, if you can share the documents for the tracking for the YouTube calls in the comms channel and put a call out to see if anybody wants to help with that and what is needed. And I'll ask Sean to support that as well, and asking for help and asking for what's needed. So thanks again. And then, I am aware of that. We have these really fantastic projects started, but not finished on the story canvas doc. Andrew had taken the Miro board and kind of crunched that. And then the content creation handbook from Manu still needs a lot of feedback. So my goal is to, as you can see, it's since last week, I need to make GitHub issues for that. Or maybe I'll ask Manu for help, but it takes just a few minutes. Just need to make GitHub issues and then ask and put it out in the community. Maybe we have a channel. Maybe that's partially what's missing, is like a channel for like work, like opportunities to support and contribute. Maybe for the new Discord, we could have like a contributions channel where we can post the GitHub issues that need attention and support. Maybe that's a good solution, because I feel like right now it's just kind of random within the working groups. But if we had a dedicated channel, what do you guys think about that going forward?
Yeah, to me that makes absolutely sense. We don't have a place where we can actually comment and leave feedback. I saw that Griff already started giving feedback, which is great. I started accepting some of his feedback, but it would be amazing if other people can look at it and also just start commenting here and there. It won't take you more than 1 hour. Please just go there, check it out, leave feedback, and we're going to incorporate it.
Yeah, so I don't know, Manu, if you want to put one more call out on the general channel, like, hey, looking for feedback for this document. And by no means do I plan to let it drop, just that it's kind of on the backlog, because we have to focus. I know it's really important, the overall narrative. It's very, very important. And the content creation guide, so that we can decentralize communications. But sadly, it's just like no one's really taken it on to push it forward. But it's definitely on the list, and I'm going to get it even more on the list when I create the GitHub issues, so that we can put it out for it.
So Andrew is not taking care of it anymore?
Andrew, I'll ask him. He was waiting for feedback as well. He kind of started, but I'll check in with him once again. He just messaged me yesterday about something else. So yeah, I'm going to check back in with him to see if he's willing to put a little more energy to push that forward.
Sounds good. Should we create a Telegram group, or should we do everything on Discord, or maybe we can create a bridge also between those?
I think maybe just keep it in the comms Discord, so that we don't get more channels to pay attention to, if that's okay. And then I'm hoping when we get the new TEC Discord, the setup will be so much better with the channel flow. So I think this will alleviate or help to like harness some of the energy, or we can find different like flows for things. But
okay, let's then keep it on the comms channel. It's just that sometimes I feel that there is more like for announcing things than for really working on things. So that's why I was saying, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of what we make it. And yeah, even me, like, I wish I wouldn't have broken out a few channels because I think it's good to do work in there. I'm not sure how we feel about that. But we can try it to see, and then if it doesn't work, we can try something else.
Whatever you guys want to do, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying it because, as you said, we have so many channels that I actually muted quite a lot, and I focus only on the ones that I should be really focusing on, right? So maybe if we have a working group, a working channel that is only dedicated to finish this, I think that could be beneficial. But I'm a follower. Whatever you guys say, I follow you.
Okay. Well, yeah, and yeah, thanks, Manu, again, and we'll just slowly keep taking steps on some of these things because we have a lot on our plate. So, okay, we have 2 minutes left. Is there anybody else that had any final thoughts or wanted to share anything with our 2 minutes? Everybody's like, I think it's enough. Okay. So yeah, hopefully the action steps are clear. There's a lot of follow-ups. I will try my best, and please help me and DM me if there's something that I forget. I think I've got it all, or if you want to add to these notes, that would be super helpful. So lots on the plate, lots on the go, and thank you everybody for showing up and being here with your full selves. And I love hearing all these like random sharings that we have at the beginning. It's like I was in such like a funky mood when I woke up, and then like immediately like my whole state changed just being with you guys and hearing your sharing. So thank you for that. See you in Soft Code.